Hello everyone! Welcome to Frost Fatals 2022. My name is Tukabase and I am so excited to be your host for our first few runs. That being said, we already have some donations, so let's get started on that. We have $20 from Crash Test saying, "Bring on the games, everyone." Yes, I can agree with that. We also have TMSLFT with $1,000. Thank you so much. Saying, "Here's to another wonderful Frame Fatals event," and supporting Malala Fund. I guess we can save some toads too. Oh yes, for sure. I hope we do save those toads. For those of you that don't know, we do have an incentive for the very first run. We're gonna save all the toads if the incentive gets met. We need 3,000. We are at 1,560, so halfway there. We need to get that incentive met before the run ends, before the last boss. But if Luigi can save Mario, I think we can get that incentive met. We also have $45 from 8-Bit Spider Bite saying, "Looking forward to an amazing week of speedruns. Good luck to all the runners and thank you for doing this all for a wonderful cause." Thank you so much. Thank you for all your donations. And well, I think now it's time to save Mario and catch some ghosts in Luigi's Mansion 100% run by Elite Spud.
Host Tukabass, and it is my great honor to say welcome to Frost Fatals 2023. I've been running this game for over 3 years at this point. I originally started as a hobby, and apparently now I am on the big screen at GDQ. I never thought that was going to happen. There's so much I could talk about in this game. I'm never going to be able to get to all of it. There's so much that's going to happen. This game is actually undergoing a renaissance period right now. Like 4 months ago, several tricks were found that kind of shook up the entire set of categories. I'm going to show off some cool stuff, some new, some old. But let's get this event underway. I will count down if everyone else is ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so if you were paying attention there, I did a short menu. I picked the second option in EGAD's dialog box there. That is to select the Hidden Mansion version of the game, mode of the game. It's kind of like the New Game Plus. You unlock that after beating the game once. You can tell I'm in the Hidden Mansion by the little star in the bottom right corner that's going to follow us for the rest of the run. In other versions, it actually doubles the damage that Luigi takes too, so it's kind of like a hard mode, but in all versions it makes his vacuum twice as strong, which is very important for speedruns because twice as powerful vacuum means we suck up ghosts twice as fast. Overall, that means faster stuff. There's also a whole lot of other changes in the other versions, but not too many detriments in this one. So first things first, how this game works is you're going to want to hit these ghosts with the flashlight, then with the vacuum, and then you're going to pull away from the way they're pulling you. So again, flashlight, vacuum, pull. On Hidden Mansion, that does 10 damage immediately. These guys have 10 HP, so they kind of just evaporate. And 1, 2, 3, that room is done. We're going to pick up this key and move on to the next room. Not every ghost has 10 HP in this run, though. Some have 20, some have more. And in order to do damage fast to them, we're actually not going to want to keep holding away from them. Because after that first initial 10 damage, it does take a while to keep doing damage. So we're going to want to refresh that 10 damage immediately happening by tapping away again. So this guy is 20, 1, 2 taps away, drain 10 HP fast twice in a row. Here we're going to have a double. Doubles are very important in this game. I'm going to try to flashlight them both and then suck them up with the vacuum at the same time. Doubles in this game works off of cycles, and if we get a double, it means we can end the previous cycle fast. There's another one. This guy has 20 HP, so 2 taps away. The faster we can end a cycle in a room means the faster the next one's going to spawn. This little part is a little bit different. This guy in the wardrobe is actually not part of a cycle, so we catch his friend first and then pick this guy up so we can get the next one started as fast as possible. These are the green ghosts. They can be pushed. That's fun because you can kind of make your own doubles. Just push that guy across the room. I'm going to go over here and get an optional ghost here. Hopefully I'm standing in the right spot. And spawn this green guy. Not going to push him, just get this double real quick. Money is all over the place. Don't want to hit that. Banana peel didn't get any bonus money. I'm talking a lot about money right now, and this is the 100% category of this game. If you don't know what 100% means, that means we have to get 100 million gold by the end of the game, as well as catching all the boos and the portrait ghosts. So you'll see me pick up gold coins, dollar bills, gold bars, and all kinds of other shiny stuff like gems and diamonds along the run, trying to get to that 100 million milestone. Speaking of portrait ghosts, though, portrait ghosts also provide us with another source of money. We're about to see our first one. Eguide's telling us about him right now. Eguide does like to talk. You'll see him throughout the run. Mostly he just likes to waste time, though. So this is our first portrait ghost. They're kind of like the sub-bosses of this game. And they work mostly like normal ghosts, except they don't care about the flashlight. So this guy, Neville, is just going to yawn after a certain period of time and show us his heart, after which we can just immediately hit him with the vacuum. And you see that he dropped a whole bunch of pearls here. That's our another source of money. These are only dropped by portrait ghosts. I do want to touch that. And they come in 3 different varieties. We've got small, medium, and large. The large ones are very important because they're worth 1 million gold each. Oh, the mouse hit me. You only get large pearls if you do 90 damage in 1 pull on a portrait ghost or more. This is our second portrait ghost, Lydia. We distract her by opening the window. She shows us her heart and just immediately start tapping away. Because we do 10 HP immediately upon tapping away, I'm repeatedly resetting my stick to neutral and tapping away to do damage as fast as possible. Just that large pearl, I want to make sure I get that. And for marathon safety, I'll go get this one too. And we're actually almost at the end of Area 1 here. There's 4 areas in this game, and at the end of each area there's an area boss. We're about to see them. Rainbow, do you want to explain what's going to go on here?
I would love to. So, this is the first real boss of the game. This is Chauncey. He is the baby. And although he's the first boss of the game, he was actually the last to be successfully one-cycled, as this trick that Spud is about to do, called the Chauncey one-cycle, was discovered actually very recently, last year. So, the game tries to force you to take at least 2 cycles to beat Chauncey by starting a timer once Chauncey hits 65 HP, which kicks Luigi off after about 3 seconds, which necessitates another cycle because that's not enough time to drain the rest of Chauncey's HP. So the trick to getting around this limitation exploits how ghosts break off of Luigi's vacuum. So when a ghost breaks off of a vacuum, Luigi is unable to act for a period of time. But if Luigi lets go of a ghost instead of being kicked off, he is free to immediately act again. So, the Chauncey one cycle works by releasing Chauncey on the exact frame that he would forcibly break Luigi off, which tricks the game into thinking that Luigi has been launched off when he actually hasn't. And there's an audio cue that can assist in timing this correctly. If this happens when Luigi is hunched over, so he's being pulled but not dragged by Chauncey, then Chauncey's heart will linger for a singular extra frame while Luigi would normally be unable to act. However, since Luigi is still able to act, we can immediately re-engage the vacuum and continue sucking in Chauncey, allowing us to drain his HP to completion. So Spud missed it there because it's a very difficult trick. It's a double frame perfect trick at 30 FPS, so very difficult. So Spud's gonna give it another go here. Switching save files. And we're gonna see if they can get it. But like I said, it's a very difficult trick, also one that was just recently discovered. There's actually a couple cool videos on YouTube that you can go watch if you're interested in learning more. Spud also mentioned this game is kind of in a renaissance right now. A lot of tricks are being discovered. People are getting re-interested in this game. Speedrunning scene is very cool. If you're looking into speedrunning a game, this is a really nice one. There's a Discord you can join. I'm sure that will get posted at some point. And here we go.
This time for sure.
This time for sure, absolutely. This trick also saves around 30 seconds. So it is a big time save.
So I would love to sit there and just try that over and over. That trick is double frame perfect. The first time I actually got it, but Chauncey threw me off anyway because I didn't pull well enough. So didn't get to see the full extent of the trick. That is absolutely a run killer at the top, like a top tier of skill. Fortunately, we're going to have to sit through the slow 2-cycle here because he's going to throw an extra set of rocking horses at us.
Now you can see, though, it does save a lot of time because you got to wait for an entire other attacking cycle.
Yeah, overall, I think at the top level it saves around 32 to 34 seconds. That trick alone shook up pretty much every category in the game because of how big of a time save it was, especially on the shorter ones like any%, where the run is only like 8 minutes long. I think we're under 6 minutes or something at this point in the theoretical any%, which is nuts.
Do we have time
but,
for...
EGAD's going...
Oh, so sorry.
Yes, EGAD's going to give us a cutscene. We picked up a key there. It's going to unlock some more of the mansion. But first, we got to watch this. Please, send us some donations.
Oh, yeah, thank you. So we have a $25 donation from Mom6226 saying, looking forward to a great event. Thanks to everyone who makes it possible. Thanks, Mom. Maybe another donation?
Yeah.
Oh, please go,
cool,
yeah, until we see the money.
We have a donation from Holly, $25 saying, toads are animals, maybe. Either way, save the toads!
Save the toads, yes! They're gonna be sit there crying the entire run.
Poor guys! Reminder to everyone that the Save the Toads incentive is at 1,810 out of 3,000, so a little more than 1,000 to go.
Alrighty, so this is the start of Area 2. That key we opened is going to remove these vines on the door and allow us to go through and see more of the mansion. At the end there, I did see how much money I have. I did have to load a backup save there, and this backup save actually has a ton of money. I have 5,500,000 here. I got super lucky when I was making it. And you can kind of guesstimate how much money you have based on the numbers in the bottom right, how many bills I have, how many gold bars I have. Overall, this is an insane start here because of how much money I have, and more money now means less money later. I don't want to get too much, otherwise I'm wasting time. Here's a new set of ghosts. These are the grabber ghosts. They're fun because you can let them grab you and you kind of throw them off in any direction you please. Kind of like make your own doubles. And again, doubles are very important in every room of this game. Later on, we might even see some triples. So if you haven't noticed, this game is pretty darn linear so far. It does open up a little bit later in the game, but early on especially, you kind of get a key and then it unlocks a door and you go in that door, get another key and move on and on in a straight line. Despite the sprawling nature of this mansion, it is very linear. We're going to see some more new ghosts in here. These are the Shy Guy ghosts. Can't actually hit them with the flashlight now because they have masks. So I'm going to suck those off first and then hit them with the flashlight and try to get all these doubles here. These have 20 HP, so I'm going to do 2 taps away to damage them fast. Nice, got them all. Gonna look for some spare money in the ceiling here while we're waiting on our next cycle. 3 gold bar. These are the dancers. These are our next portrait ghosts. They have a random chance to give us the early cycle. We'll see if we can get it. There we go.
Nice.
Marathon luck. Never happens to me if I get all the Shy Guys. I will spend a little extra time. These pearls fell wonderfully in front of me here, but I'll spend a little extra time getting a couple just for marathon safety. Move on to this next room that key opens. I'm going to set up for another trick here after this first ghost shows up. So pull this guy into the corner. I'm going to square ourselves up against the wall here. Flick our stick a little bit up. Hear that noise? That means we pulled a poster off the wall in the other room that we can't even see yet. Talk about that in a second. Set up this double here. Get this guy to punch and then flash him as he goes by. There's a button you can see in the mirror. Have Luigi press that, and as this fake wall starts moving backwards, you'll see another button on the back wall. Normally you can't see that button because it is obscured by a poster. You have to pull that poster off the wall. We did that while waiting on the ghost cycle already though, so we're not going to waste time doing that now. And that was just a a second and a half gold split from me. I never get that lucky.
Gold split?
I've been waiting for that gold split for so long. Now you see, after the button is pressed, we see Boo's, the archetypal Mario ghost, flying out of the floor. They're all over the place. There's 50 of them, and actually 51 if you count this guy. This is King Boo. He debuts in this game. This is the first game he showed up in. He actually built this mansion and stole Mario away and hid him inside somewhere. Luigi's looking for him, and Egad really hoped that we weren't going to run into these guys, but he's going to tell us all about them now, where they came from, what their plans are. And we don't really care about most of that stuff. The one thing we do want to hear from him is that he wants us to catch 5 Boos. And after we do that, he's going to unlock a door for us. Boos are not like normal ghosts in this game. We don't actually use the flashlight on them. In fact, they only show up in lit rooms, which means that we don't even have access to the flashlight in the first place. See that crying Toad? He's going to cry the whole game if we don't get a donation to save him. Poor Toad. So I'm going to have to go in these rooms that we've already been in and start looking for Boos. There's one under the table there. I saw a lump under the sheet, so I knew the Boo could be there. Now Egad's going to talk to us after every single Boo. Tell us how good a job.
He does love to talk.
How good a job we did. You know, water the plants, do all kinds of other chores. He likes to go slow. Some text is longer than others. We cross our fingers and hope he doesn't talk too much. I think it's here. There we go. There's 2 spots the Boo can be in. One's a fake, one's real. I really can't tell. That meter in the bottom right does flash red when I'm near one of them, but I can't just differentiate the two. So I just have to open the furniture and guess. Overall, pretty good luck here. I think they're both on the left here. Learning to read rooms very well is important to catching the Boos fast. Figuring out where the light is flashing quickly so you can ascertain where you need to go in the room. I'm going to do a mirror warp here. This is intentional, built into the game. Anytime you scan a mirror, you are teleported back to the foyer, and we get to see this crying Toad every single time. We're actually not going to backtrack to those rooms where Neville and Lydia and them were up on the top floor, because we're going to come back there later. So we're going to go over here. We only need 5 Boos, already have 3. And clean up these 2 because we have no other reason to come over here. And you'll probably notice that the Boos I'm catching are surprisingly stationary. If you've played this game before, you probably remember the Boos leaving the rooms, flying all over the place. They're just overall pain. But we employ a strategy called R-pumping that allows us to keep the Boos completely stationary. That guy was not in there. I think he's over here. Now he moved, but he moved right there. So we just hold both triggers and repeatedly release and press the R trigger away and back in. That forces the Boos to repeat an animation that keeps them completely stationary in front of Luigi. Really lessens how much chaos can happen, especially in later areas. So now Egad told us he unlocked a door for us. We're going to go visit that door. Turns out there's another Toad in here, and he threw a key in the toilet, so we're going to get the key out, not talk to Toad, because he doesn't deserve saving right now. Maybe in the future. Say hello, say goodbye.
Bye, Toad.
Bye, Toad. And do another mirror warp because it's faster than walking. Rainbow, do you want to talk about Angie?
I would love to talk about Angie. So Angie is our name for the golden mice in Luigi's mansion. Oh, there she is! We love Angie. So there are random and non-random golden mice. That was a random golden mouse. There's 5 locations where Angie can spawn, and there's about a 20 to 25% chance that a mouse will spawn when Luigi passes by the trigger / enters the room. The non-random mice, the golden mice, can be found by scanning pieces of cheese that are hidden in different rooms of the mansion, and you of course scan them by using the Game Boy Horror, going into first-person mode like Spud is doing now. Both types give you a lot of money. Some give you more than others. Also in this run, some are faster to get than others, so we can sometimes ignore a golden mouse, but we did get that one because that one's good to get.
That's the most common. We're golden mouse, so we have actually 4 chances to get that one. Got it on the first try though. We're gonna set up for a save quit here. Hopefully, gotta find this booth first. I think it's on the 2 candlesticks. Okay. So that guy's gonna fly around the room. I'm gonna open this up, and then I'm gonna try to catch him. Please don't go too far left. Okay. Bump into this medallion at the same time. Now I'm holding it. Egad's gonna ask me to save. I'm gonna oblige. And now, since I was holding that medallion, I technically have it, even though I didn't have to listen to Egad tell me how it works, and I don't have to do the puzzle to get out of that room. So I'm back here, now have control over fire ghosts. That was the fire medallion, so I can now see and suck up these ghosts. Get some element here. walk back over here. That's our second chance to see the golden mouse if we were keeping track. Light these torches. We never have to go into that room again now. The mirror room. Spawn this key. Count to 4 and walk over here. Another cool thing you can do with element besides lighting torches is do what's called a flashlight skip. I just did one there. Here's our third chance to see that golden mouse, and then the fourth one is much, much later, but we won't be seeing her again because we already saw her once. Flashlight cancels happen.
Okay. So it looks like we had a crash. We will be back with the run in a minute. So in the meanwhile, why don't we read some donations, right? We have a $3 donation from Carney Cecile Marty, fancy name, saying save the toads, save the toads, save the toads. Wahoo! I agree with that donation. Let's save those toads. I saw that guy crying over there in the bathroom. I mean, come on, it's just cruel not to save them, right? We also have a 25 donation from the Comfy Panda saying amazing runners, a fantastic cause and an incredible group of people working hard behind the scenes to make the event happen. Let's get hyped for Frost Fatals. Ooh, sorry, I almost said the wrong event. This is Frost Fatals, not Flame Fatals. Thank you so much for your donation. I also would like to point out that we have the Save the Toads incentive that needs to get met before the final boss of Luigi's Mansion, but we have other incentives open too. We have some bid wars, so make sure to check those out. We also have $10 from Evie saying, excited for another Frame Fatals event. Go Luigi and save the toads. Yes, let's save those toads. I feel like we should save the toads, you know, before we go into Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I think it's only fair, you know? We also have $200 from Robert saying, very excited for another Frost Fatals event. Thanks to everyone working hard to make it happen. Let's go fast. Yes. Now, I wanted to ask everyone, since we're just getting started, we're on the very first run of the whole event, what runs are you excited for? There are quite a few that I'm very excited for. I would like to hear it from you all. What runs are you excited for? I think the schedule is stacked. We have a great schedule this week, the whole week, so good. Looking forward to it. And while we are at it, why don't I tell you guys about, you know, the charity? We are raising funds for Malala Fund, and in case you don't know what Malala Fund is working for a world where every girl can learn and lead. With more than 130 million girls out of school today, Malala Fund partners with education advocates and activists who are breaking down barriers that hold girls back. So if you're into that, please consider donating to the event. Donations go towards Malala Fund, and make sure you select an incentive, of course. I'm gonna tell you about some of the incentives. I'm focusing right now on Save the Toads because I really want those toads to be saved. Love toads. I think they're great. I think they deserve to be saved. They're out there crying, sad. They're like, please, Luigi, save me. So really want to get that mad. But we also have some bid wars going on. We have, for example, Tall Twins Tower character choice. Tall Twins Tower is in a couple runs, so very soon. Right now, Catboy is winning with 100, but we also have Elephant and Rabbit Girl. So if you would like to see a character that is not Catboy, maybe consider donating. And if you really want to see Catboy, also consider, donating to make sure that Catboy wins. We also have a very topical donation for exactly that run from Infernal Translator with $25 saying, for those who might not know, the elephant is a hidden character that lists are unlocked. There is no information on the internet about hidden characters on the internet for Tall Twins Tower. Let's see what the elephant can do. I think that's a very good point. So if you would like to see that elephant, then maybe consider donating, because right now we're gonna see the Catboy, also a very good option. And looks like we are ready for, once again, saving Mario. So let's Spud, take it away.
Alright, we had some hiccups there. Not sure exactly if it was on Twitch's end or whatever. Might have them again, so bear with us. I think we missed a little bit of what was going on there. So I did a save warp about a minute ago with the fire medallion, got the fire ghost, lit a candle on a dude in the hallway, and we are currently trying to clear a room. There we go. While he's walking through the door here, there he is. We're going to set up a double here, trying to get as much done before he actually gets to where he's going, so they can catch up with him. We have a couple things we want to do in here before he sits down, because he becomes vulnerable when he sits down. Check for bonus money, didn't get it. Shows his heart when he sits. Pull him in, no problem. Also spawn that gem in the bottom left corner while we're doing it. So I opened that mouse hole over there to get to an optional room. And on Japanese version, there's actually a version exclusive glitch. It's actually over here where I didn't think. He moved, where if I pull a boo into the mouse hole at the same time, actually he's going to skip the process of eGuide calling me and telling me how my life is going. So I'm going to do the same thing to leave this room, so I'll go ahead and prep that one. Then I'm going to set up for a nice triple here on these fire resistant or fire weak ghosts. Burn them all to remove the resistance, and then they're just going to line up over here and pull all three of them in at the same time. So this is the hidden room. This is our first optional room of the game. There's a ton of money in here, so I'm going to spend a little extra time getting dollar bills, looking for this boo at the same time. Might get it. Don't think I did, though. And we get our first 3 gems. Unless we got that blue one earlier. This is the first 3 you probably saw in the game. Didn't get the actual boo. I think it's on the left here. There we go. Get some more bonus money out of that chandelier and do the exact same thing to leave this room. Now we're back in here. There's another boo in here. Gotta get some extra money too. It's just a whole lot of money in this section. There's a lot going on. This boo moved back over here. Whenever the boo cackles like that, when I'm looking for it, it means it just relocated itself. Knowing the layouts of every room and knowing where the boos can be helps a lot with navigating these rooms fast. Gonna do another flashlight cancel here to get Luigi moving as fast as we can. And I see in the bottom right corner, we almost have 200 gold right now, or $200 bills right now. That's a really good number. We'll take inventory again later in the run. But the key we got from Shivers unlocks this door up here. This is the music room. So we're going to get all these instruments playing so we can talk to our next portrait ghost.
My favorite portrait ghost.
This is Melody. She is the piano ghost. She's going to play us a song. She can have one of 2 songs to play us. One of them is not this one. One of them's good. This one's the bad one because this is the Mario 3 music. It takes 1 menu input to actually get down to it. It's the 3rd option. The other one is the water music from Mario 1. Don't have to menu for that one, so we prefer that. She's going to attack us with these music sheets. We're going to suck them up, and she'll show us her heart after that. Hit her with the vacuum and start sucking her up, too. did a little bit of weird movement there. Every portrait ghost has unique movement. It doesn't look like the boo is over here, but I got some random money for it. I think it's in the piano. Nope, it is over here. Hard to tell which of these bongos it is. Oh, it moved. Right to the bongo I just checked. Rude. Overall, not too bad. Quick R pumps and we're out of there. That boo can be in any of these instruments, and most commonly it's on the right side somewhere. But worst case scenario, we have to walk all the way across that room and back. So checking how much fire I have. I think I have enough, but I'll get some for safety here because I do need a little bit coming up. That key we got opens this room. This is our first optional portrait ghost. This is Mr. Lugs. He is the glutton. We're going to steal his food. And he's going to start throwing a tantrum, but we're going to leave. We can actually get his food before the waiters bring more, and we just get out of here while he's having a conniption, do some other chores, try to open these at the same time. Didn't get that guy with the fire. And we're about to find our water medallion. The water medallion, just like the fire medallion, allows us to see water elemental ghosts. Ah, I didn't get that gem. I meant to get that gem. It's going to disappear now. Tried to spawn it early. This egad is going to talk to us a lot. I think it's going to be gone by the time I get control.
Donation real quick.
In a minute.
In a minute, okay.
Kind of hectic here.
No problem.
So I'm listening to Mr. Lugs over on the right side, making sure that his cycle isn't good, that I can go back in that room. 2, 3, I think he's going to be off cycle, because you guys going to need to talk to me here. He's vulnerable after 5 shots. So I'm going to waste some time here, get some more bonus money while I'm waiting. 2, 3, 4, 5. I pop in here, he immediately is vulnerable. We're just going to suck him up. He actually pulls us pretty hard, but doesn't move around too much, so we get him pretty much no problem. He can probably squeeze a donation in here.
Have a very nice donation. $25 from Something Wicked saying, best of luck to all the speedrunners for Frost Fatals 2023. A special shout out to my beautiful wife, Elite Spud, who is running Elite's mission to open up the marathon. Make Luigi go fast and let's save some toads.
Thank you. Alright, I did mess up a little bit on Spooky here. That plant was not going to get watered. Get him to bite me there and throw him off. I didn't get the location I wanted, but this fellow's going to lend us a bone. He still might cooperate here, yeah. Spooky tries to lick the bone, immediately shows his heart, shows us his heart. Get all these pearls. Do want that large one for sure. Get out of here really quick. That plant becomes important later. Gonna scan this mouse, this like a mouse hole. Go right through it. Get one more red gem. The red gems are the most valuable, which is why I'm kind of sad about missing that other one. Go through here and see if we can get a double on these skeletons here. Nice movement on them. Stutter on that flashlight a little bit and just get this third guy, and we're about to meet our area boss for Area 2. Almost done with Area 2. This game kind of flies by. This is Bogmire. Bogmire is honestly the most normal of all the area boss ghosts. All of them are pretty weird because they take you and throw you into an arena. They don't give you pearls. They always have a gimmick, but Bogmire honestly behaves just like a normal ghost that pulls really, really hard. He actually has a gimmick with a timer, internal timer like Chauncey does, where after a certain period of time he'll kick you off, but his timer is much, much longer, so it actually is pretty easy to one-cycle him, as long as you know what to do. His one gimmick, though, does have these shades. We have to shoot him with one of these in order for him to show us his heart. He always spawns in the same location as long as I don't press buttons. And I'm just going to be very careful with this pull here. I'm going to make sure he doesn't pull me all the way around the world, but nah, he just did like back and forth to the left and right, and really screwed me up there.
Bogmire is usually pretty easy unless he decides to be mean, and then he just doesn't want to cooperate.
Yeah, he's back and forth so many times there, I guess I just didn't have the angle. That's fine though. Get out of here pretty quickly, and Egad's going to pull us back into the mansion at the end of every area and start talking to us, so perfect time for more donations.
quite a few donations. We have $200 from Ryu, saying the Frame Fatales events are always the highlight of our year. The whole family is watching together, and we are so excited that Luigi's Mansion is the first run this year. Spud is rocking it. We also have Wigwig with $125 saying, my partner and I are so stoked for our first Frost Fatales. Let's go, Elite Spud! We also have Doodle with $50 saying, such a great cause. I loved Luigi's Mansion. A whole lot of Luigi's Mansion fans out here. We also have Drake Lake with $25 saying, let's go, Spud! Know you've been excited for this, so glad to see you finally run it. Good luck! We also have $25 from Rie, not Ryu this time, it's Rie, saying save the toads. Yeah, and an update on saving the toads. It looks like we have beat the incentive. Nice, good job everyone, we are gonna be saving those toads.
Well, let's get started then. So I have 20 million money, almost 21, that's a pretty good number. Got a bunch of money in that area, so I'll go ahead and start talking to toads. Got a couple more on the way, but there's 2 that we have missed already. Oh, sorry, 3. There's one in the bathroom. So every time you save a toad, the room lights up.
No more crying toad.
Since we passed this toad so much, it's only right that we save him. Normally these toads, we have so many save points with the booze in the game. We really don't need to talk to all the toads, but I'm going to be doing a little bit of running around here if you want to do some more donations.
I would like to tell everyone that we have opened some other incentives. So for example, we have the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD Girahim fight blindfolded. So we need 5,000 for that one. Blindfolded bosses are always a lot of fun to watch, so definitely consider donating for that one. And we also have, oh my god, so many donations. Seaside with $25 saying, let's save those toes, true to support Malelephant and some awesome women runners.
So that toad on the balcony upstairs actually was already saved because I did need to make a safety save for the Chauncey attempt. I did go back and talk to them. It makes sense to, but that room was already lit up. So I didn't intentionally walk by that the dining room door again because the plant is back there, and the plant I do need to water, but we actually have an incentive to come back there later. I did not skip that unintentionally, so for now I'm going to keep going to the next area of the mansion that we just unlocked. Grab this water, water that plant, get this gem. This gem is actually interesting because a lot of people don't get this gem. 100% as a category is very interesting. By the way, we're going to find out where Mario is, and this is actually the final area of the game. This is where King Boo has hidden Mario. He turned him into a painting. Luigi's still going to call out for Mario like he doesn't know where he is for the rest of the run, though, for some reason. But 100% as a category is interesting because the money route is very flexible. You actually only need 100 million money, but there's 160 million money in the game. So what you get and what you don't get is honestly kind of up to you. Some of it is dreadfully slow and nobody would want to get it, but stuff like that gem, I like to get because it's just kind of on the way and it's shiny. So ask anybody running this category and they'll probably give you a different money route every time. It really makes this feel personal. That's why it's my personal favorite category. We're going to spawn this letter here. This is our second of 5 Mario items. It's they're kind of the theme of this area. Save our final toad here. Normally you don't even get to see this, guys. So. Thanks for the save point. We got our first Mario item back in the washroom when we got his hat. We'll be seeing 3 more throughout the rest of this area. Spawn another red gem because they're valuable. Let that hit the ground for a little bit so it can move. Punch this guy. This is our second optional portrait ghost in the game. 100% does need all the portrait ghosts. So we're going to come in here and get that guy. Luigi's going to run on the treadmill in a funny way. Grab this key. A lot of people probably never found this key casually. It's very important for us because it opens a shortcut. We'll see what it opens later. Punch this guy a 3rd time. This is Biff. He pulls pretty hard but doesn't like to move too much. Played a little safe. Get his large pearl, no problem. Looks like there could be a Boo on the right side over here. Clean up a little bit, spawn this money while I'm looking. Nice. I do need that gem. I think he moved towards me, so we're fine. He is awfully high up there. I think he might actually leave. Get on point here. Come on, buddy. Get in the vacuum. There we go.
Nice.
That guy scares me. So the art pumping strategy is not foolproof. Sometimes it can backfire. Didn't there. Cool strategy. We're going to shoot a water ball through the floor to extinguish a flaming door upstairs, and it'll be ready to enter by the time we get up there. Talk about more about troublesome boos later in the run. I'm going to catch this guy on the ceiling. My movement was a little weird there. Still got him, though. Get some money out of the chandelier. No, that's not money. That is terrible. We don't want that. That guy despawned. I think I might have to leave the top of the... Yeah, unfortunate. Because he's going to spawn all the way on the right, isn't he? Here he is. Usually you can catch him from the table and not have to go back all the way over here. So this is our third and final medallion. This is the ice medallion. Just like the other three, it allows us to see certain type of elemental ghost. Egad's going to tell us all about it. But right now I'm more interested in the boo radar because I'm paying attention to it to see where that boo actually is. I think it might be in the ice veil. It's where it's most commonly. Now it moved, and it's right next to me. So I'm going to go ahead and spawn that. Oh, he didn't. Come on, buddy. He got stuck on something. I think it was the chest over there. Before we leave, though, we need to come over here and bonk this cabinet, get another red gem because they're valuable. They're worth the same as a large pearl. And I do need ice before I leave. Where did that guy go? Get him. More flashlight cancels. Here's a cool strat in this hallway. We're going to aim to make sure that nothing spawns up in the ceiling. We're going to do a quick twirl. That forces us to turn our back to all parts of the room that might spawn a ghost. Ghosts like to spawn behind Luigi, but that causes them not to. This is Nana. She likes to knit, so we're going to fight her with her own yarn balls. She actually pulls surprisingly hard for a portrait ghost. You wouldn't expect Grandma to put up that much of a fight, but she does. See if we get more marathon luck here. There we go. That is the best place that boo can spawn. This room is very long, so if we have to go all the way to the right, can waste like about 30-40 seconds at worst. This key before we leave. And the reason we came to the back of this hallway first is because we do have ice, and this next portrait ghost is weak to ice. Come in here. This is Petunia. She likes hot showers, so we're going to ice her down, cool her off a little bit. Pull her in. She actually pulls the hardest of any ghost in the game. She's tied for it, I believe. But this room is so small, you don't really notice it. Let's get some extra stuff out of... No, she actually dropped too much in the tub. Kind of tricky to get stuff out of the tub. Oh, there's one. I don't need that. I'm gonna make sure my back is turned to the wall while I spawn this ghost. Hopefully don't make anything mad at me. Got out of there just fine.
And you saw that...
Swapped for fire.
Go on.
Swapped for fire so we can do a little... Oop, almost messed it up. Okay, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, like, you saw that Spud skipped over that pearl back there, and the entire run is kind of balancing going fast and staying to, like, get more money. So it's a balancing act, but it makes the runs really interesting to watch.
Yeah, missing that red gem earlier in the run did cause me a little bit of anxiety. I want this guy to walk over here. Trying to get these doubles. I did want Luigi's angle to be good at the start of this room. That's why I was concerned about it. I'm spinning around to turn my back to all parts of the room at the same time. Ideally to make all the ghosts spawn at the same time. Because they love to spawn behind Luigi, and if I'm spinning, they spawn right away. That guy moved right out of the thing I wanted to bonk. This one's annoying because it can be in any of the candlesticks. Nope. Last one. This boo is kind of notorious for leaving as well, so I'm going to be a little extra careful with him. And I'm getting a lot of bonus money, so honestly, losing that gem probably won't mess me up too much. And we're onto the observatory. We're going to shoot the moon here. It's not the real moon, it's an illusion. Luigi would never do that. This is a long part of the game, so we're going to probably have a time for a donation or two.
We have non-binary code with $13 saying donating my lucky number for tech team hype and save those toadses, I guess. Also, GL everyone, FF, whoop, less than 3. Little heart. We also have Anonymous with $10 saying always happy to support Malala Fund. Good luck, runners. We also have Silence with $50 saying happy to finally be able to donate to such a wonderful organization. And of course, Frost Fatale's hype.
So this is Mario's third item. This is his star. For some reason, he's just carrying a star around with him. We don't know why, but we need it. We're going to present all 5 of his items when we get them to the medium ghost, Clairvoya. She's going to tell us all about them, divine some information from them. We don't actually care about all of those, but she's going to give us a key as a part of that too. That's what we're really interested in. So we're going to go back downstairs because we got 2 keys up here. That's why we come up here first. And they unlock 2 doors that give us more of Mario's items. Here's where that key in the weight room at the treadmill opened. This shortcut right here. Go right back through it. We're going to go through that door a lot. And this is where Petunia's key opens up. This is the billiards room. And resident pool shark slim bank shot. I think this is not going to spin fast enough now because I was off. Has to walk all the way around the table. Ideally, I spin this and get some bonus money out before the split. Got a little bit of it. It's a terrible split, though. I need to find that yellow one. Over here. Hit him with all 3. That's a 1 cycle, which is good. Pull him into the corner so he has less angles to run away from us. Slim is actually remarkably hard to catch. Not because he pulls hard, not because he moves very weird, but because his angle that the game assumes is good for pulling away from him. Oh, no. Is it not in there? How did that not trigger? Alright. The angle that constitutes pulling away from Slim is very narrow, so you pretty much have to nail exactly away from the direction he's running. All that kind of gives each portrait ghost their own little personality on top of the lore that's already in the game. The dollar bills are most valuable, so we want to focus on those whenever we get stuff out of chests. They're also, relative to how often they show up, by far the most cost-effective thing in terms of time to get. This room is kind of like the mirror room from earlier. Lots of grabber ghosts in here. You can only see them in the light of the projector, but I do know where they're going to spawn, so... Oh, hello, friend. So I can get ready for them. And because they're grabber ghosts, we can kind of build our own doubles and do a spin to make these 2 guys spawn at the same time. Throw this guy off. Get that double there. Then we're going to set up for a triple actually here. So do some more spinning. Get these guys close together, then go down. Line them up the same way.
Nice triple.
A lot of these strategies are not that hard to pull off. It's really fun to learn how to do those. So that boo's right on time. Ow, bonked me because of course he does. He's a jerk. I was trying to do a save quit similar to the fire medallion, but this guy's just all over the place. That doesn't lose too much time to miss that. So we got Mario's glove there. That's his 4th item. And instead of the save quit, we're going to walk over here and scan this mirror. Get back to the foyer, say hello to Toad that we saved. He's happy now. It's also important that we save the Toads because the next run up, I believe, is Captain Toad, and make sure he has all the help he can get. So now we're finally going to come back over here where we didn't backtrack earlier. Pick up the booze over here because the key that Nana gave us actually opens the door over here. Oh my goodness, it's in the lamp. It's never in the lamp. The key that Nana gave us opens the other door over here to the twins room. So we delay our trip here until we have that key. Walk in here and start spinning the little mobile on the ceiling here. And they're going to show up and challenge me to a little game. These guys also make the best noise in the game, so get ready for that.
There it is.
You'll hear it one more time when they spawn for the fight. So I'm using the fire here because it shakes the boxes they're in if they're in them and doesn't shake them if they're not. I could use the vacuum too, but fire doesn't shake anything else in the room, so it's easier to listen for it. So they're going to take their time spawning in. I'm going to get this bonus guy up here. Might get the money out of him, might not. Pull blue one over here. Henry, corner. And then pull him back over here, so hopefully Orville doesn't bonk us. Now Orville's the one that drops the pearls every time, so we get him second so that there's no interference. Make sure we get that large pearl. Easy peasy. Constantly adjusting the angle at which I'm pulling away from that ghost because they love to spin around, and you always have to be pulling away from them where they currently are. You can't just like hold right the whole time. Who actually was over here the whole time. And this next stream is kind of boring, so if you want to throw a couple more donations at me, that'd be great.
For sure. We have a $50 donation from Dr. DM saying, best of luck to all the streamers today. Let's save those toads. When there's something strange in your old mansion, who you gonna call? It's Spud! We also have Sloughy with $125 saying, save the toads, and I guess Mario.
Recognize a lot of these names, like several of them. Thank you all for the donations. Frame Fatales, hype! Alright, this next room is actually very interesting though. I'm going to try to do a text skip off of the cloth on this bed here. Pull this halfway off the bed. Spawn that guy first, try at the same time. And I'm going to try to suck up this ghost at the same time. Perfect. Nice. So, pulling in the cloth after the boo overrides EGAD's tendency to call you. Similar to the mouse hole skips, we don't have to listen to him on the way in.
A lot of tricks are just for getting EGAD to shut up.
Yeah. And here's the carpal tunnel part of the run where I'm going to be mashing through text for about 2 minutes. Feel free to roll the donations.
Donations. I have a $25 donation from Silver and Onyx saying, I am thrilled to see so many women show off their skills and passion this week. Thank you for being the amazing people you are and for representing such an important cause. Don't hold back and show the world what you've got, ladies. My partner and I are rooting for every single one of you. Much love and stay awesome. We also have Genko with $25 saying, shout out to the tech team. Y'all do so much to keep this running, and all of us watching are grateful. Yeah, thank you so much for the tech team. We also have Pitman Lion House 08071, long name, with $25 saying, loving this Luigi's Mansion run. Brings back fond memories. Looking forward to another fantastic Frame Fatales event. Good luck, runners, and have fun. Lesson 3. We also have Bookworm with $25 saying, let's go Frost Fatales. I always look forward to these events and love supporting Malala Fund. Here's to a great week and best of luck to all runners. Okay, go
almost done. So she just dropped the bomb on us that Bowser is in this game somehow. And catching her is actually quite a challenge because she has 0 pull strength. She actively moves towards Luigi. We get around that by holding away and then just spinning the crap out of the C-stick. That forces her to kind of move away from Luigi while still pulling her in, and we just constantly do damage that way. That strat's fun. Very simple. More text. EGAD can start giving us worse text after the projector room. I think that was one of the worst ones, but not the worst one. We kind of cross our fingers and hope he doesn't talk too much later in the game. Which is why we want to skip his text as much as possible, especially later in the game. So we're finally coming back here to clean up the rest of this dining room. We didn't want to clear it earlier because we were going to come back and open this chest. There's also a boo in here. Need that diamond. Diamonds are worth 2 million, I believe. So they're even more valuable than red gems. You only get them after catching optional portrait ghosts. There's a million things under this table where this guy can be. I don't want that ball. This guy is causing problems. Okay. Luigi tried to lock onto like 4 different things there. And he's still gone. Oh my goodness. So I'll get him later. I'll move on here, open this refrigerator on the way by. That's the entire reason we come back here now, is because we want the ice out of that fridge. Come in here, shoot this flower a couple more times with water. Have to water that in every area after area 2. And then, because we've moved only one room away from this room, that fridge is still open, did not reset the room. So we grab the ice and keep going. Probably got time for another donation or 2.
Hi. We have $10 from Rain Sparks saying, what a great run to start this event. Always loved Luigi's Mansion and 100% gets to show off all the fun packed into it. Let's save those toads! And I would like to remind everyone that since we have beat the incentive, we are saving those toads. We have other incentives open, so make sure to check them out. Bid Wars as well. We still have that Tall Twins Tower character choice bid war going on. Rabbit Girl is now winning with 125. So yeah, if you would like, gosh, to see that cool elephant, it's at 50 right now, and Catboy is at 100. So make sure to check out the incentives and bid wars.
Tall Twins Tower is a really cool game, especially the fact that that elephant, pretty sure nobody knew that existed until like a couple months ago. Never before seen character, maybe? Try to set up a double here with these fun to push green ghosts. Oh, don't break me off. This guy spawned a little early, so I'm gonna have to skip him and wait. I needed the ice because the guys up here are weak to it. I do need to hit them with the ice before I can suck them up. We are almost at the end of area. Do not lock on to that banana peel, Luigi, okay? Sometimes he can slip on stuff in midair. It's honestly very rude. But we're almost at the end of area 3 here. I do need to go back and get that boo in the dining room later, but we have to go back through the dining room anyway, so it's not too much of a backtrack. Out of here, and now, because we have over 20 boos, I believe, and the key, we can go through this door and challenge the area boss. This is Boolossus. This is definitely not 15 boos in a trench coat.
No, absolutely
despite
not.
what it may appear. It actually is 15 boos in a trench coat. These are the boos containing Boolossus, or making up Boolossus. They're going to form into this giant boo and attack us all in unison. We're going to split them up into all 15 and then try to get them in one cycle, all 15 in one cycle. If you've played this game casually, this boss is a real headache. So hopefully I can show you a nice strategy if you ever want to play it again to make this a lot less painful. So the movement at the start of this fight is completely deterministic. We're just going to run to the right, make Boolossus bounce a couple times, make a lap around this thing, and it's going to pop on that pointy part of the unicorn statue. Do you need this ice? Then we're going to walk all the way back across the arena and see if we can hit them all with an ice ball. Angle, hopefully. Sweep over him. Got an extra one. I do need one of these two. Okay, so now this is the last one. Definitely going to be a one cycle. It might be slow. He's fast now, so I'm going to have to make him charge me. Come on, buddy. Here. Overall, not too painless of a one cycle, or not too painful of a one cycle. And now we get our key. EGAD's going to call us, bring us back to the laboratory, so even more donation time.
It's nice, my favorite time. We have 75 from Kylie that says Luigi's Mansion is one of my favorite games from its era. I've got so many fond memories of running through those haunted halls, trading off the controller with my brother. I can't wait to see it destroyed and be hit by that nostalgia train. I'm already feeling like a kid again. Cuddle up with a blanket to watch. Save the toads! We also have Aubrey with $50 saying, save the toads! Woke up early so I didn't miss my favorite GDQ event and favorite game. Let's have an amazing week. And while we are at it, I would like to remind everyone that we have other incentives open. We are at $50 out of 5,000 for the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD Girahim fight blindfolded. So if you would like to see some very cool blindfolded boss fighting, consider donating towards that incentive. We also have Tiny Tina's Wonderlands Elite Room upgrade at 225 out of 2,500, which it's got ways to go, but I'm pretty sure we can get that before the run. And make sure to check out the bid wars too.
Alrighty, so end of that area, I noticed we have 42,200,000 money, which is pretty good. Upwards of like 43 is really good, but do need to come back in here immediately, not just because Boo's in here. I think he's on the right side, but I might be wrong. There's so many things in this table. Should get in this time. I have $333 bills, which is honestly pretty good. I think that might make up for the loss of that red gem earlier. So I might get a little bit of extra gold in the room I'm about to go in. I don't need that ice. We don't come back here later, like in Area 3, because we have no reason to get the ice later. So we just come here immediately, and now we're going to water this plant for the final time, and it's going to bestow upon us, come on buddy, our first golden diamond. These are extremely valuable. These are worth 20 million each. There's only 2 in the game. The other one is obtained by catching all the Boos, which we want to do anyway for 100%. So we're kind of going to get that one for free. But we do spend all the time in the world coming back to water this plant specifically for that diamond, because it is 20% of our entire money goal up by itself. Put together, they're 40%. That's just an absurd amount of money. It is possible to get 100% without getting either of the diamonds, but it is just so time prohibitive to do so. So we're going to be doing a long trek upstairs to trigger the blackout. There's probably another time for like 1 or 2 donations.
We have $25 from Miguel saying, let's go! We also have Edo Twintone saying, how could you not be a Bun Bun? It's so cute! Which I agree. If you like Bun Buns, then maybe consider donating to the Rabbit Girl in the Tall Twins Tower character choice incentive. Or sorry, not incentive, bid war.
So I switched to sidestep mode there, and I'm holding the vacuum out to lock Luigi's angle at a specific, like, straight ahead angle this time, because we're about to trigger the blackout. The blackout, as implied, is where all the power goes out in the mansion, and you kind of lose all sense of direction. If you've played this game casually, this is probably where you quit or just got really frustrated. This is where I quit as a kid. I got scared and could not deal with the fact that all the toads go away. They'll be back, don't worry. But the problem with this area, or this part of the game, is there's so many ghosts in the mansion because all the lights go out that if Luigi gets scared, there's a likelihood that he actually just gets completely chain stunned, locked in an animation of getting scared until he gets hit, and it just wastes a lot of time. So we turn sidestep on so we can keep a specific angle throughout all these rooms. Scan this mirror because I do know where to go. EGAD, only hint EGAD gives you is that somebody stole the key to the breaker room, and they like rooms with mirrors. So there's a lot of mirrors in this game, but he is actually up in the wardrobe room over here. Do some careful turns to make sure that no ghosts spawn in this area. Okay, don't need sidestep anymore. This is Uncle Grimly. He stole the key, and he is completely random. He was nice today, though. He can just stay there and refuse to show his heart for upwards of like 30 seconds. And it is really painful when he decides not to cooperate. So now with this key, we can go back to the breaker room. We actually can go to the breaker room at any point in the game, but we can't do anything there until now. Warp back down. This is our 4th time to see that golden mouse that we already got. So there's a good chance to see at least one throughout the run. Hoping to see more than one, though. Staying looking at the ceiling because the rooms are still dark. Things can spawn in the ceiling and scare Luigi. Mario! And that whole R-pumping can fail us thing that I mentioned earlier is about to come into effect here because Boos with over 150 health do cause problems with R-pumping. Let's see if I can spawn this guy. This guy is an exception if I'm good at the game. There's the attack. That's fine, I can work with that. Follow this guy over here. See if I can one-cycle him with very specific R-pumps. Let's go! That is the first time I've ever done that on stream.
Let's go! Oh my gosh.
Whew.
Incredible.
I am overjoyed from that. So normally you only get 15 R-pumps before the Boo just decides, okay, I'm done, I'm leaving. And any Boos with over 150 HP obviously cause problems with that because they'll leave every 10 HP you do a pump. then they'll leave before you can actually do enough damage. Set up a double here with these guys. Perfect. This split's going to be awesome. The boos in Area 4 start exceeding 150 HP. So they start causing problems with that. A lot of the boos later on in the third floor that we're going to go back to in a second have 300 HP, and we're going to be forced to 2-cycle them. Luigi, please catch the boo. Thank you. Oh my goodness, this guy's probably going to leave. I can hear double cackling. Yeah, he's gone. We'll see about him later. Whenever the boos laugh, sometimes they can laugh twice. They only get 15 laughs. That's what causes them to leave. But we'll be back here later. This Area 4 is marked by a whole lot of backtracking. We're going to go all the way back to the top of the stairs where we triggered the blackout, so tons of time for donations until we get...
I have a $25 donation from the Best Western saying, "Never fear, the hotel is here."
The hotel is here.
The hotel is here. Thanks, Western.
We also have a $25 donation from Ditimis saying, "Good luck," smiley face. We also have Sanjan with $100 saying, "Wood."
I haven't been calling for Mario much, so I'll just get a couple out of the way here. It's kind of unintentional most of the run. It doesn't benefit us to do this, but I like hearing Luigi. So it's actually nice that we have water here. Sometimes we don't have water at the end of all this trek. We do want water because we can finally clear this room effectively. We want to get that guy a little soggy and set up a double off of that, because he's delayed just a slight bit. Get some bonus money. I really am doing phenomenal on money right now. It's not out of the woods, but we're on pace. 373 bills is quite a bit. And I know there's a boo in that room, but we're going to move on and clear all the boos out later. This is our next set of porticos. These are clockwork soldiers. They're honestly pretty hard from a casual perspective. They caused me a lot of problems as a kid. But we're going to pull them into the corner here so that they can't get away from us. Pulling ghosts in the corner limits the angles that they can move while they're on the line. So just right and down makes these really easy. We try to catch the blue guy last because he's the one that drops the pearls, similar to the way we catch the twins. No problem with them. And again, I know there's a boo in here, but I'll save that for later. Gonna go upstairs, get the key we need, and then we're gonna clear this entire floor. Excuse me, this entire floor all at once. So we're gonna grab this fire here, and it's actually possible to catch all these Shy Guys in like a 6-piece combo, but it's just as effective to sit here and burn them all. Do a little spin here to get both of these guys to spawn at the same time. Pop that guy with fire. Didn't get the second guy. We're actually gonna be a little off script here. I want that second guy to come here. I'm gonna catch him last. Ideally, we can set a double up off of that. But I whiffed one of the fire shots. So get this key and go right back downstairs, and then the gauntlet of the third floor begins. Ask any speedrunner of this game and what their least favorite part of the game is. Either it's some silly frame perfect trick like the Chauncey 1-cycle, or it's this place. This place is where RNG comes to ruin your day. So I think I saw a boo over here. Where the boos spawn can waste so much time. Oh, it is actually up there. I should have bonked it. The radar sometimes lies to us. You kind of have to do some interpretation. I want this guy to go down, ideally. And I want to do at least 150 health. He double cackled at the start, so he left a little early. He's still in the room, actually.
Oh, no, he's not.
Oh, it moved. Okay. I was going to try to find that fake. And he didn't go down here, so he's in the hallway somewhere. I'm going to get this boo on the way back, and you can see this boo up there. He'll either move left or right. I'll read the room later to find out which way he went. I'm actually not in possession of some fire here, so I can't get the armory room triple, unfortunately.
And here's the laggiest room.
Yeah, this is the laggiest room in the game. There's so much stuff in this room. Nintendo honestly just tried too hard to make this room look pretty, I think. So we're going to try to keep as little of it on screen as possible, speed things up. Ideally, we get a triple with these guys here, but I'm going to catch them all individually. No fire at all to work with. You can save more by carefully R-pumping when you're catching the boo and conserve a little bit more fire. I forgot to do that and kind of went a little crazy. So it actually looks like there's no boo up here. That is quite rude. Both of them are on the right side, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Like one cycling this guy. Nope. Didn't mean to get hit by that bomb. Don't move, please. So this boo has exactly 150 HP, so if I miss a single R-pump, we're kind of in deep water. Yeah, he's gone. So ideally he goes not there. Okay, whatever. Yeah, this is a demonstration of how bad third floor can be. He's going to be in here and he's not going to have time to hide, so he's not going to leave. Back in the armory room where it is hard to find him. That mushroom scares me, but now I'm in a cutscene, so I'm fine. Find our next optional portrait ghost. This is the second to last one, I think. This is Jarvis. He's in the ceramic studio because he likes jars. That is the entirety of his lore. Honestly, love Jarvis. He's very simple. He knows what he wants. So he's going to challenge us to a little ice game. You can probably read some donations during this. Gotta hit him 7 times. No problem. So Jarvis is a little bit tricky to catch. He does this like corkscrew thing, pulling away. But if I can convince him to go in one single direction, he doesn't cause us too many problems usually. Get all these pearls. I think the boo's on the top somewhere. There might be 2 in here because I don't know which way the boo from the clockwork room went. This is not him. Come on, buddy. This is the one that lives in here normally. I want him to go down ideally. Good behavior. I do need to find this fake to be sure. Oh, it's on the left. Don't hit me with that mushroom, please. Okay. So the other guy went back in the clockwork room. I'm free to catch this guy. Kind of hard to get him through the armor pieces, so he's going to come back in here. Whole lot of running around here.
And Chad, if you want something to say in your donation, you could tell us who your favorite portrait ghost is, if you've played this game before.
Okay, where's this guy? Radar is betraying me here. I think it's right. Worst possible spot for me. So the lag in this room actually, and I made it worse by spawning all the money, the lag in this room actually affects how we R-pump here because we have to do it every 10 HP, not on a constant rhythm. And the fact that the lag slows this room down means that the R-pumping changes rhythm. Did okay there, didn't have to do all 150 HP, and the lightning striking at the same time also makes it worse. So now this guy is the fastest boo in the game. I think something might be over there, but let's see. This is Boomerang. This is the bane of every speedrunner's existence. Everyone hates this person. This boo is the worst. Ideally, they go up and cause no further problems. And he just turned left like a jerk. So come back over there. So we're going to hopefully 2-cycle him over here. Good. Alright, so we got 1 more up here. There's 4 boos up here. I've caught 3 of them. And it's our friend in the clockwork room who misbehaved and is, I think, over 150 HP. I can't remember how far they got away. Did that guy move? He might be over here again. Come on. Luigi, thank you. So I'm going to be extra careful with these pumps and see if I can get a little bit more damage than I'm supposed to by walking this boo across the room. I was expecting him to go left. So this is pretty much the worst RNG I could have gotten. These boos moving around were very brutal. Except for the guy in Jarvis's room. They kind of behaved.
Boos can really screw you over.
Yeah. This is where PBs go to die. But we're finally done with the third floor. We're out of here. We're going to be going to the sealed room. Probably fit in 1 or 2 more donations until we get there.
We have $125 from Serial X, no donation. We have DJ Big Slice with $25 saying, "Love women, gotta be one of my favorite genders. Joke aside, I always love speedrunning. I always love supporting a good cause. First time donator and watcher. Greetings from Wisconsin. Donating to see that Tina's Wonderland Elite run." I don't know why I read speedrunning instead of supporting, but yeah, we do have a bid war. Not a bid war, an incentive for finding Tina's Wonderland. So we're at 250 out of 2,500 for that one.
That room actually went beautifully. Had just enough ice to shoot the guy on the ceiling, set up the double, and we got the mouse spawn.
And
Angie showed up. That was the last one. Last Angie that can actually show up.
First and last Angie. Run is blessed.
That mouse drops $40 bills, so if you notice my dollar bill count skyrocketed. I'm now at 468. I am super set on money, even with that missed gem from earlier. So we are cruising now. Probably going to skip quite a bit of money later on. Not care too much about getting small stuff. The boo could be in here. Yeah, it's in here. It actually walked back in. That mushroom is making me scared. This guy only has 2 HP though. That was the one that got away earlier. We're gonna make our way to where the key from the armory room actually opened up. If you forgot, we did get a key upstairs. That was the reason why we had to go up there. That opens a door down here in the pipe room. We do need to get ice before we get to business though. Gonna spawn all of these guys and then try not to get grabbed again. Alright, this is a little off script. I'm trying to burn them down with the ice as I freeze that river at the same time. I'll catch that guy in a second. Most rooms don't actually care about killing the ghosts in here, because most runs don't actually want to catch the boos. This category, however, does care about this. We do need the boo in this room. So we need to turn that knob to find the chest. Need to suck this guy up, hopefully through the wall. Never mind, I picked up the key. There we go. Nope. Okay, we're still looking. Where is he? There we go. This room could have gone a lot better. Those little green guys can also knock me off of the catching that guy. So this boo actually has 300 HP in here. And contrary to the advice I gave earlier, there's a lot of exceptions to that, it seems. That boo ball is causing problems. This guy is so slow. It's bonked by him constantly. Okay. That we can walk him across the room and convince him to let us suck away 300 HP when we otherwise wouldn't be. I still might get away with this here. Nah, he almost stayed. Little bit of sloppiness there. So we want him to go left. Oh. We try to convince him by standing on that side, but sometimes he just overrides our wishes. We want him to go left so we can catch him. Now we're not going to be able to save quit out of this room, actually. So, more RNG going just a little bit bad for us. This is the first really hard portrait ghost of the game. This is Weston. He's pretty erratic, and we're also on ice territory, or ice floor. He honestly gave me a great pull there, though. So we slide all around over here. I'm going to pick up this key and do a nice slide all the way to the left side. And turns out there's a boo over here. So I can one cycle this guy if I nail my R pumps. Just slightly off there. It's 2 guys that have gotten away with like 2 HP. So as much as I would love to save quit on this boo, which is ideally what happens, I do need to go catch Bouffant, that slow boo who got away from us a second ago. So that means I'm going to have to walk all the way back over to the right here, through the cellar.
Boos are not being nice.
So, Getting a lot of other tricks, though.
Yeah.
Glad I can show off some of that. At least you can blame the RNG, if nothing else. So I'll suck this guy up really quick. He has basically no HP. And then we're going to be doing another long walk upstairs for perfect time for donations.
Nice. We have Tundra Portal with $50 saying, great to see Luigi's Mansion run. Good luck on the run. We also have Fierce Wolf with Let's Go Frost Fatales, lesson 3. And that was $100. We also have Game Freak 333 with $50 saying, love seeing Luigi's Mansion open the marathon and at 100% too. Go Spud, you rock. We
got like a couple more.
Okay. We also have Bats with $125. No message. We have Anonymous with $50 saying, always loved Luigi's Mansion as a kid and happy to donate to such a wonderful cause.
Alright, so I do have a lot of fire here, which is good. This part's a little loud, so if you have headphones on... Sorry about that. All these guys spawn at the same time, and they kind of clip the audio. Burn them all down, swap my fire for water, and here we're going to try to get a double.
Right, well, there we go. Yeah, now we're good. I'm definitely loud to myself.
Got that random gold bar again. Keep watering that plant in the corner.
I don't know how sensitive.
Get out of there as fast as possible. This is our final optional portrait ghost of the game.
Actually.
We got into this room by the key. We got in a sealed room, so big roundabout to actually get here. It's implied that this is Sue P. She was locked away intentionally because their key is hidden away so well. She dislikes two things in this world. One is waking up, and the other one is wetting the bed. So Luigi, as
I can't hear you, Hobbs.
The model of chivalry, is going to make her do both. He's kind of a jerk. She has a lot of money for us, and we need her pearls, so... She obviously doesn't know we're speedrunning. So she's actually not that hard to catch, but these puppets in the corner can bonk you and make you lose the pull. I luckily dodged that one. And now that's pretty much all of the difficult portrait ghosts out of the way. Looks like I'm going to get every single big pearl in the game, which means that the money I was concerned about is not an issue anymore. I'm going to get them all. Spawn this and start looking for boos. I'm going to try to do a cool strategy in here by sending this boo out the top side of the room. Not in here. It's in the painting. No, it's not in the painting. It's in the worst spot. I'm going to do, oopsie, fast R pumps here, faster than normal, to try to wear down the boo's number of cackles it can do, and I want this guy to leave about 20 HP. Straight out the top, please. Nope. So, hopefully they go north this time. They'll spend some extra time in here. Causing havoc. There we go. I'm going to try to do the same thing here with this one. I'd like to have fire, thank you. Please leave top. Nice. Good. Now they're both outside in a lit hallway with the same amount of HP. I'm going to try to catch them both at the same time. Excellently done.
And once again, we get to skip EGAD talking more than we want him to.
Because normally he would call us twice for those boos. Now he only calls us once because he only thinks we caught one. And now we are going up to the penultimate portrait ghost in the game. This is Van Gogh. I don't think he actually told us about Van Gogh this time. EGAD's worst text he can give us is telling us about this guy. He's saying that all these little ghosts that have been running around the mansion that we've been catching, like, very easily, they were all painted into existence by this painter ghost. This is Van Gogh. And because he painted them into existence, he is going to be sending waves of them at us in sets of 3. We're going to see if we can get all the triples here. First 3 are pretty straightforward, but strange things can happen. I'm going to do a sweep with the flashlight over all of them. You can get them all at the same time. Kind of slow, so I need to wait a little extra time. Oh, no. Okay. These guys spawn a little higher off the ground, so I'm going to adjust my vacuum a little up before I spin. And then these shy guys can actually lose their masks while they're spawning in, so I'm going to get real close. Oh, I only got one. Maybe they'll spawn in a pair. I might be able to get a backup double here. Too close. Just like old times. And then I do need to get over here pretty quickly to get these guys. They're wide, so you gotta get right... No, wasn't close enough. Gotta get right up on them. Backup double, though. Very kind spawns here. They can spawn anywhere. And then these guys we actually just want to hit with the fire.
Not too bad, not too bad.
Trying to suck them up. Overall, pretty good Vanguard. And then he's pretty much just going to give up at this point because he's met his match. Luigi is too powerful. And that is our final large pearl of the game. 19 total. We missed a couple mediums and a couple smalls, but we got all the important ones. We have one more boo to catch. We have 49 out of 50. I don't actually need that pearl. Hopefully he's in here. Good. Hopefully we can two-cycle this boo. Just like the other ones we did in the, we didn't do in the third floor. Perfect pull. Walking this boo over towards the door so I can try to set up a save quit again. Hopefully bad things don't happen. Didn't touch it. So sometimes you can touch that gem before Egad talks to you and you can do a save quit off of it. Otherwise, you're kind of stuck in here. If you save before you touch the gem and quit, you can never get that gem again because you've already caught the boo. We're going to have to do a small walk back here, scan this mirror again. We're on our final trek to King Boo. I think our money situation is great. There's a lot of extra money in the secret altar where King Boo is, but I don't think I'm going to have to get any of it, so I'm going to breeze right past it all, and you can probably just read donations until I get there.
And quickly, a reminder that time ends when King Boo enters the vacuum, but we still have to wait. So the run ends, or time ends, but technically the run is not over yet because we have to see how much money we have. But we can also do donations now.
All right.
Couple.
We have Evichan64 with $25 saying, love GTQ marathons and look forward to them all every single year. Good luck to all the runners. I'm not sure if I can squeeze another one in or not.
Sure,
okay.
Just get one more.
Nanobite1667 with $25 saying, I'm so excited for this week's speedruns and seeing how much this community can raise for Malala Fund. Putting this towards saving the toads in Luigi's Mansion. No toad left behind.
So, turns out Clairvoya was right. She did tell us about Bowser earlier, and see the painting on the wall morph into Bowser. Bowser is in this game. It's not the real Bowser, though. This is King Boo in a Bowser suit. He's going to be cosplaying for this final fight. And that actually causes problems because King Boo himself cannot be damaged until we pop the head off of the Bowser suit and make him pop out. So, this fight in true area boss fashion teleports you to a special arena. We're going to be shooting spike balls back at the Bowser suit that it throws at us in true Nintendo fashion, killing the boss with its own attack. Ideally, we get a 2-cycle here. There is a 1-cycle strategy. I think we mentioned that Chauncey was the last one boss ghost to be 1-cycled. The 1-cycle for King Boo was actually found first, but it is much, much harder. So I'm going to be going for a 2-cycle. There's a nice, comfy 3-cycle backup if things don't go right, though. First attack is always fire, followed by spike balls. Standing right here so we can pick it up and shoot a little bit to the right because there's an invisible wall in front of Bowser on cycle 1. And we're going to try to stay as close to King Boo as possible and dodge ice balls. I'm going to go for that 2-cycle. 253 is doable. He has 500 health, so half of that is good. The invisible wall is gone now. Rinse and repeat. And time. Nice 2 cycle. The run is not over though.
No.
This is technically when timer stops.
Spud only gets 1 G. Just a single G. 1 G.
Because we have to count the money.
She gets the other G.
This category is
after we count the money.
Unique. This category is unique. 100% does care about money, and we do have a threshold we need to meet. We need to see at least 100 million after it's all summed up. We're going to watch a quick cutscene because the end of every area e-guide wants to talk to us and send us back to the lab. So let's get a couple more donations before we count.
For sure. We have $25 from Rocky12799 saying, ready to start watching all the awesome runs this week. Donation to Saving the Toads. And I would like also to remind everyone that we are partnered with The Yeti. They're one of our sponsors, one of our official sponsors for Frost Fatals 2023. They create amazing merch, apparel, and vinyl for video games and pop culture. And for this event, a portion of the purchase price from all items in the Frost Fatals collection will be donated directly to Malala Fund. You can find out more at www.theyeti.com. I don't know why I have so much trouble saying the word apparel every single time. I'm like, it's coming up, I need to say apparel. So hard for me. And I would also like to read a few $25 donations that have no messages, but just as important. We have Tiki Teme, we have Cinnamon Toast Crunch, we have Stephen J, we have Marissa, we also have Ruddy J, and we have Paid Dorade, I think that's how you say it. I hope I said it right. And Nox, all $25 donations. And we have Kyarel with $25, but a message saying less than 3, which is a little hard. Thank you all so much for your $25 donations. So many $25 donations.
So seeing this dollar bill count immediately, I think we're fine because anything over 400 is good for me. My personal money route, I like to see at least 400, and I got all the pearls, which is really good. I did miss that one red gem, but honestly, we're probably going to overshoot 101 million. For marathon safety, almost 101 million, but it is valid. That is GG.
GG!
Luigi saved the world.
Saved the world and got a house. The best house he could buy.
There's a couple more cutscenes, but this is the end of the run. The music is banging at the end. If you want to go look it up on YouTube, it's amazing. I guess I need to sign off. There is the great community around this game. The Luigi's Mansion Speedrunning Discord is amazing. They got all the strats compiled, and I borrowed most of them. Everything you saw in this run, I was taught by them. They've got a great discussion going on current strats, just got found a couple months ago. Again, this game is going through a renaissance period. It's honestly popping off right now. It's amazing, and this game is an awesome speed game for beginners. Super rewarding to learn. It's great seeing yourself get better, and you can absolutely get a competitive time with very, very simple strats. Thanks to all friends and family watching me. Never thought I would be here. It means so much to see all your support. Check out my stream if I entertained you even for a little bit. I play a lot of Luigi's Mansion, all kinds of other stuff too. I've beaten over 100 blind games on stream, and plan to beat a whole lot more. So good luck to all the other runners in this event. Shout outs to Frame Fatales for having me. Have a nice event.
Well, thank you for the great run. It was a lot of fun. I am a big Luigi's Mansion fan, so seeing the game get beat in 1 hour, 21 minutes and 10 seconds, that was very amazing. Thank you so much. We have a little donation I would like to read. Anonymous with $125 saying, as the proud father of a 1-year-old girl who continues to grow and learn every day, I could not imagine a future where she is not allowed to continue to explore, discover, and learn as much as she wants, as much as she wants to about this beautiful world we all share. That is a very nice donation. Thank you so much, Anonymous. And with that, we're gonna go on a little break. I'll see you on the other end.